Hi guys, I'm Amy and this is my Chapter 2 summary response. Chapter 2 is all about focusing on teams and how you can use the organization to meet needs and make the customer satisfied. So one of the main things is that the powerful forces of technology in today's society and global competition, it's forcing managers to rethink all aspects of their business. They're reevaluating everything that they do in the organization and making structural changes in order to satisfy those needs in the organization. Companies are also changing how they do things, such as basic work processes, job requirements, and expectations, and basically that's how they hire people or who they hire. They're looking farther into who they hire so they don't have bad people. And organizational structures to focus more on the customer needs. One major change that has changed is the practice of using work teams instead of individual workers and making people collaborate. This makes teams more productive and they get more done, and this allows you to get to know coworkers. I know a lot of the jobs that I have had to work in teams, and this is just a way to get to know everyone and know everyone's strengths and weaknesses in the organization, and it's just a good way to interact with everyone around you. So one of the perspectives that is talked about in this chapter is the managerial perspective. I've seen this personally. I used to be a manager at Wendy's back home, and it is a very highly dynamic process. Managers design ways to organize work into separate departments and teams and jobs so that work is performed efficiently and provides a valuable product or service for the customers that want them. They are turning to striving for customer focus and satisfying the customer, basically giving the customer what they want and being able to please them. Another perspective is the organizational perspective. This is all about relationships with your coworkers. So my experiences with this, as I said before, working in teams is a major key. You get to learn weaknesses and strengths of all your coworkers, and then you can know who is better at working in different tasks and who can't do those tasks. So this chapter talks a lot about strategy, and in a lot of my classes we have talked about strategy, and it's basically long-term goals for your organization. So when you're making a strategy and trying to figure out how to reach this strategy, you need to make sure that the strategy itself fits with the organizational structure and the needs of the organization. So it talks about a bureaucratic organization. This is basically a hierarchy of many levels of management. This is made by using a top-down approach to management and creating different levels of management requirements, basically. So then there's a flat organization. This is divided into different units with different purposes. So it's used to create independent small businesses. So you're dividing your big business into smaller businesses that can respond rapidly to customers' needs or changes in the workplace environment. So then they talk about a boundaryless organization. This is basically an emphasis on teams whose members may cross organizational boundaries, basically trying to link everyone together and make everyone work together. So one of the things that I really liked about this chapter is their focus on teams and working together. Some of the teams are the basic building blocks of an organization. If your workers can't work together in a team, then you're not going to be effective at all in the end. Managers need to motivate employees to work together, because if there's conflict and no one works together, then it's never going to work out in the end. And that's my summary. Thank you guys.